Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Pasalic. Turan, absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Cuadrado. Lookman!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I think it's hard to find players who can really test this guy, Pavard. He's had a remarkable ascent to the top, but then again, he has outstanding qualities. Very consistent, cool under pressure, and against the toughest of opponents, he stays strong.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Aim forwards. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Muscular approach does pay off here. Acerbi gets across to intercept that. Barella. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kosunu. Atalanta are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. In comes the cross. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Inter Milan. Can he finish? And somehow it stayed out. Not the best distribution from the keeper. And it's Mkhitaryan. Now it's Martinez. And he's onside. And Martinez! And he has kept it out somehow.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And now they can spring out of defence. Çalhanoğlu. Barella. Barella showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well read, and the danger is averted. Lookman. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Martinez. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that's fabulous. Barella. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Inter Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Acerbi promptly onto that, and that is that. Çalhanoğlu. Barella. Barella really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
And he welcomes it in. Climbs up big! Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time.
There they go, hunting again.
Pavard. Acerbi. Zalewski. Now it's Mkhitaryan. Kosunu.
Inter have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And it's Pasalic. Belanova. Now that looks a decent ball. Pavard. Zalewski. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Mkhitaryan, and he's running through. Decent hit! And that is wildly off target.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Barella. Thuram. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cuadrado chooses to go back. It's their second corner of the game. Can he find the finish? That's a half-decent try. Atalanta come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. No, he's not getting past him there. He could be in here. Now it's Barella. Barella. Can he put it away? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
And the defence was completely beaten then. Exploiting that space in behind has proven very effective for them in this game. It's good stuff. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
DiMarco cuts out the pass.
That's positional gold. The
shapes to shoot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Martinez takes control of it and he's on the move. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Barella. So much has happened in this game, but still no goal.
Yes, and it's been far from uneventful. We've had a healthy amount of attempts at goal from both teams, and with this kind of ambition, we may not have to wait too long.
Kosunu, deftly out wide. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And it's Cuadrado. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Great ball if he can get there. Martinez, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, that's a fine interception. Atalanta are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Thuram, DiMarco. Oh, nicely intercepted. Acerbi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Scamacca. Cuadrado is wide and looking to get onto this. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So, third corner of the game.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit.
Scamacca! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he welcomes it in. It's a mighty effort! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Atalanta were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Atalanta are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Now that's well seen too. Lookman. The ball has bounced loose now. Maldini has a go! Yes, it's there! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Shot a goal! It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Lookman! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Barella. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. He's got away. It's a goal kick. DiMarco is there, and he can pick it up. Martinez. Bellanova. Maldini. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Cambio di giocatori.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Atalanta pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Out of play for a throw. Oh, and he's asking too much with that. Retegi. Lookman! That's been cut out, well played. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, and he's through the middle. Now it's Martinez. Now Martinez. And the finish! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Maldini. Maldini. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Maldini is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
No, that's been intercepted. Thuram.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that is a little undercooked. And he was quick to react. And that's it for the first half of extra time. Yeah, it is coming down to those last 15 minutes. A truly attritional affair that has reduced both teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in this game, but you have to pose the question, is there enough left in the collective tank of either team?
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 59. Numero 23.
And we're off for the final time.
Il numero 5.
This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have? Hits one! And that is doing no harm at all.
Yeah, they got away with it, but that was a defensive letdown to see him march through like that.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Acerbi spots it and intercepts. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Oh, played right into his path. And the shot! De Ketelara. Lookman. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Thuram. They get a throw in. Rafael Toloi.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
There's the shot! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Martinez just couldn't steer it on target. Everything else was up there.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's really well manoeuvred. It's a pretty loose pass. Can he get it through? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Fired deep towards the back. Oh, smashing header! There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
Well, the players look exhausted, but one last act. We're back in a moment for penalties. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. Big character, big moment, big save.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Retegi is the next man in the spotlight.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
Inter Milan from one behind.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Lookman is the second man to step up for his team.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Inter Milan are looking to him to tie things up. Great stop, and the keeper punches the air.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
No, denied remarkably.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Inter Milan looking to draw level. Ah, he's managed to miss it. Maldini is able to finish it here. Oh, he saved it!
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
The margin of error is 0. It's in. Pick that one out.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
So on the cusp of where they want to be. That's won it! Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Atalanta really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
And all that remains for me Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Thrilling scenes here too, so much in line with Atalanta's reputation as the great entertainers of Italian football. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. Tomori cuts it out. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Hernandez goes steaming forward. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Quadrado. And here's Scamacca. Scamacca. Lookman! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Lookman clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And now the hit! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
He's getting an earful from his teammates, so we can assume he knows why.
Oh, that's fabulous. Now then, the ball's come loose. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Quadrado. He's picked his way through. First quarter of an hour gone. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Tomori spots it and intercepts. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's a shade optimistic. He's found a way through. Kosunu fiddles it through. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Kosunu gets rid without sophistication. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
There's the hit! Goal! Atalanta! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
De Ketelare.
Might want to be careful there.
Nicely weighted ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Up for a header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Oh, easy pickings there. Hernandez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pass has gone astray. Looking for the run. Whistle's gone, that's foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. De Ketelara. Yildiz clears. And it's gone back to the keeper. Played back to the goalkeeper. Kosunu. Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Thuram. Oh, good take in a good area.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di
Rafael
recupero.
Leao. And that is expertly dealt with. Kosunu. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Now the ball's gone astray. Lookman. Can he finish? And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
ATALANTA, numero 11.
And it's half-time here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. Atalanta in control at half-time, 2-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
He gets big! Cleared without complication. Yildiz. Lookman. Lookman in acres of space out wide. De Ketelara, and the shot. Skamaka! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
And he's got his range wrong there. Oh, terrible pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Kvaratskhelia stood his ground strongly. Shot a goal! They've got to be quick to recover this. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Chance, Rafael Leao! And that has been knocked clear. And here's to Thuram! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Atalanta, with this handy-looking 2-0 lead, they are looking comfortable. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Thuram. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He'll try to keep this alive. He's got away, just eases him off the ball. Cuadrado. He's played him through. Scamacca. Rafael Leao. Oh, super find. Reinders. He's shifted, and the shot! He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Atalanta do have a chance to counter here. Cuadrado gets into some space.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
It's a pretty loose pass. Just too much on that. Here it is, cross. There's the shot! It's loose now. Oh, what has happened here? Cuadrado finds himself offside.
Ese que fue penal, profe.
And that has put paid to that. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Kvaratskhelia, and the shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 9.
Atalanta can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Il numero 32. Il numero 24.
Cut it out. Atalanta are looking to go forward now. Now it's Pasalic. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kolasinac. Defending of the desperate variety. He's tried one! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Cuadrado. He is through here. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Now that's well seen too. Lookman!
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Atalanta can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Atalanta can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.